Welcome to the Onion Buns. So, it's Sunday gaming time. So I'm going to take a little break on the final top 5 of my top 20 list as I prepare those videos. As I said, I'm going to do individual episodes for each of my top 5 games. So that's going to require a little bit more preparation than the first 15 did. And so for now, I'm going to do a little bit of a shift. There is one game that I am really hopeful on coming out, and I pray it doesn't go down the Starfield route, because that was really disappointing. As you can watch my Starfield video, huge potential, almost no carry through. But I have higher hopes for this game. It's called Exodus. It's being made by Archetype Entertainment. And Archetype is, well, it's a number of different developers coming together. But the main core of Archetype is the pre-EA BioWare team. Very important note, because as a BioWare fan back in the early days, I saw a huge difference in quality in the writing terms. EA's always been very good visually, except for the Andromeda teeth. Never understood that one. But anyway, they've always been good with graphics and stuff, but the storytelling that was in EA or in BioWare prior to EA buying them was 1,000 times better than after EA bought BioWare. So I'm very hopeful for Exodus. It's a new concept. It's a pretty hard sci-fi concept. So, I mean, you look at Mass Effect. I love Mass Effect. Absolutely love 1, 2, and 3. Fuck Andromeda. But I wouldn't call them hardcore sci-fi. They're for lack of a better term, it's really quite cookie cutter. But Drew Capshire wrote the Mass Effect stories, and Drew is an excellent writer. So even though Mass Effect at its core was not really all that hardcore for sci-fi, Drew made you care about the characters, the companions, and Drew is the head writer for Exodus. So I'm really hoping that he can bring that magic into Exodus. Exodus itself, as I said, it's more hardcore sci-fi. It has to do with time dilation, and it's actually really complex, to be honest. I've started listening to the Exodus novels on Audible, and they're good. They're good. They're not fantastic, but they're good. But I'm trying to learn as I go. So the early videos, I'm going to rely a lot on material that Archetype has put out already to inform the people, because until I learn all this stuff, why not get them to inform you? So that's what the next couple videos are going to be, is all about Exodus. So let's get started. Alrighty, so like any good gaming video, let's start with the trailers. And just like Mass Effect, these trailers have a really strong Mass Effect feel to them. That's one of the reasons why I'm very hopeful for this game, is the BioWare team knows what works and what doesn't. And it seems like they're focusing in on what was working for Mass Effect, but in their own setting with their own spin and everything. So here's the first trailer. Take a look. I love this trailer.
Preparing to transfer now. This is your last chance to bail, June.
Do it. Loaded weapon is a hell of a way to greet your new partner.
So you're June.
We're burning time. Now that we're all best of friends, let's make each other rich.
I'm not just here to look pretty.
Oh.
Got away with celestial tech.
I see a lot of potential in this new partnership.
Let me light the way for you.
Target acquired.
Many thanks again for your help.
You should have been honest.
This place is forbidden. The price is death.
That's what it means to be a traveler.
All right, so that was the first trailer of Exodus. And as I said, you can feel a very Mass Effect type of feel to it. A nice couple of the characters actually remind me of cinematic characters from Star Wars The Old Republic MMORPG. So you've got that BioWare feel visually. Now let's hope that they have the storytelling of the pre-EA BioWare. That will be honestly where this game succeeds or fails, is how strong the story is. Do we connect to the characters? Are we emotionally invested? That is my hope, but that trailer gives me hope. So for the next one, let's take a look at Becoming the Traveler extended story trailer.
She was not only brilliant, but courageous. To save her planet, she was willing to sacrifice everything and travel to the stars. As a frontier world, we were barely hanging on. Desperate, we tried digging up our past to find the key to our future.
Max, we need to head back. There's too much interference.
Hold on. I'm getting a reading. I can't...
Max!
No! What? I'm all right.
What she found that day was a miracle. It would be our salvation. And she used that ship to explore the far-flung corners of the galaxy. A traveler on the hunt for celestial treasure.
Careful, Max.
The data structure is incredibly dense. This is it. Tom! Stay down!
She put her life on the line to bring back artifacts to put us on the path to scientific breakthroughs. She risked everything, time and again. But despite her bravery, eventually her luck would run out. Lucky for us, she made it home safely. While she was alive, she was too humble to speak of her adventures, but at least we, her descendants, can honor her memory. Thank you all for visiting the museum today, and safe travels tomorrow. Hey, that's off limits.
She was always charging headfirst into the darkness. I was always one step behind, looking for the light switch. The Celestials hunted us down. I knew they'd keep chasing us until they ripped our ship apart.
Come on!
And I had to save her. So, I led them away from this world, away from her. We both knew the cost of using the gates. When you travel at light speed, time slows to a crawl. It was only days for me, but an entire lifetime passed for her. And in the chaos of those final moments, we never said goodbye.
No! Come with me! Wait! Please! Tom! I love you.
So yeah, to me, this game looks amazing thus far. And that's alpha footage. That's not even beta footage. That's just pre-alpha footage. But it looks amazing to me, and I have really high hopes for this game. In the coming weeks, I'm going to introduce you to characters, to story, to concepts from my point of view as a old-ass gamer. And hopefully that will give people an insight into the game. And it's not due out for another year, so it's, like I said, that's pre-alpha footage. So we still got some time to wait. But I am really hyped for this game, and yeah. So anyway, that's my first video introducing you to Exodus. I hope you find it as interesting and positive as I do, because I'll be honest, I'm 59 years old. I don't buy a lot of games anymore. I don't. There was a time in my 20s when I would have 5, 6, 7 RPGs all stacked up, waiting to go finish one, move on to the next. I don't do that anymore. I buy maybe one game a year now at full price. That's it. So when I buy a game, I want that game to deliver. I was really disappointed with Starfield. Again, I watch my review. I see amazing potential for Starfield, and I still think Bethesda could meet that potential. But Bethesda's got to get out of their own way and start doing things non-Bethesda way, for lack of a better terminology. With Exodus, I want these guys to do the BioWare way, pre-EA BioWare way. And thus far, and granted they're only trailers, so you can only put so much faith in a trailer, thus far it looks like that's what's going to happen. But I really hope so. I really, really hope so, because like I said, I only buy one game a year. I don't have the time, the energy, the drive to play games 20 hours a day like I used to when I was young, So when I buy a game and I invest in a game emotionally, I want to be invested. I want to play games where I don't want to stop playing. That's always the key marker for me, is do I have a hard time putting a game down when it's time to stop? Now, I have enough willpower now that I will, but do I want to? Do I mind doing that? Like with Conan Exiles, for all its faults, I had a hard time walking away from that game some days because there was just so much I wanted to do. With Starfield, I'd play 4 or 5 hours and I'd just turn it off. And, that was very telling to me that it's like I wasn't emotionally invested. There was nothing driving me to keep playing. And I've never been able to finish Starfield because of it. The same with Dragon Age Inquisition. I've tried 6 or 7 times now. I've never been able to finish that game because at a certain point, I just stopped caring. Honestly, that's the truth of it. It's so poorly written. I dislike all my companions in Dragon Age Inquisition that I just stopped caring and I put it aside and I don't finish it. I want games that will it will bother me to stop playing, and I'll be looking forward to when I can play again. That's what I want from a game. It's what I want from an RPG. So that's what I'm hoping for with Exodus. So anyway, that's my introduction to Exodus. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did like the video, please leave a like and subscribe and share. I'm trying to grow the channel, and a like, a subscribe, and a share does me wonders, and I do appreciate it. Never think I don't appreciate the people that do like, subscribe, and share. I put out, when I made this channel 3 weeks ago, I put out 250 invites to my friends, and I said, you don't have to like my content. I just need a hand growing the channel, so please come subscribe, and then you never have to look at it again if you don't want. I just need that 2-second subscription, so that, because it's human nature and we see this with reviews all the times and Amazon, everything. When you look at a product and you see 29 subscribers, you're like, okay, did I enjoy it? I'll come back at another time. Then you see 300 subscribers, you go, oh, well, people like this channel, so I think I'll subscribe. It's the same product, but the subscription numbers are what made that person subscribe. So unfortunately, of the 250 invites I sent out, canceling out family, 9 people subscribed. So yeah, I was disappointed, to say the least. But now it's growing. I'm doing it the old-fashioned way. It's going to take 6 to 12 months to get up to the numbers I want. But anyway, sorry, go off on that little tangent, but I just wanted to explain why I keep asking for likes, subscribes, and shares. So if you did like the content, please share it. Please like it. Please subscribe it. If you didn't like the content, feel free to leave a dislike. Always feel free to leave a comment. Don't worry, I don't swing my cane too strongly anymore if I dislike your comment. And yeah, as always, pew, 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 and shit. Thanks for watching. Bye.